What's going on, button pushers? Welcome to the channel. Today I want to talk to you guys about shoulder rigs, what they are kind of used for and why they're still relevant. If you guys are new to the channel, my name is David. Make sure you guys hit that subscribe button if you haven't already subscribed. Today we're talking about shoulder rigs, what they're made up of, and why they're still relevant. So shoulder rigs are made up of a few really standard components. Of course, shoulder rigs are, I would say, one of the most Frankenstein type builds because there's just so much that goes into it. But we're going to talk about a few main things that really make a shoulder rig. And we're going to start off with that basic component that definitely needs to be there, the shoulder pad and bridge plate. So this piece is actually going to be the one that mounts onto your shoulder. So there's usually like a divot or like a really nice piece of cloth or fabric or some kind of like cushiony type thing that goes directly onto your shoulder, so it makes it a little bit more easy to mount and less painful, less stressful, less metally material going against your shoulder, just to ease down on the weight. Now they don't all look the same. I've had some where it was literally just a camera on a RE dovetail with a cushion of Velcro taped onto the bottom. It's really that simple. But in my hand I have the SmallRig base plate shoulder rig thing, and it comes equipped with a lot of different things. Now it comes with the plate itself so I can mount the camera, it comes with the shoulder pad at the bottom, and it comes with a lot of different mounting options for things like extra batteries, more 15mm rails, extensions, and all that stuff, which definitely goes into a shoulder rig. And of course shoulder rigs are going to be using those 15mm rods a lot because you're going to have to mount follow focuses, you're going to have to mount matte boxes, you're going to have to mount all that stuff, but we're not going to get into that. We're going to go down to the handles. Now handles are super important for shoulder rigs because you're not going to stand there and hold your camera like this the entire time. You're going to take it and grab it by the handles and you're going to hold it up here, and it's going to look bulky and it might seem kind of heavy, but honestly when I've been running shoulder rigs with REs and whatnot, it is super comfortable, especially depending on what kind of shoulder padding that you have. Most of the time, shoulder rigs use RE rosette handles and adapters so they can mount different extensions and different types of handles and different types of grips and whatnot onto the rig itself. And then on top of that, you get all your video transmission systems, your monitors and whatnot. But for the monitor, it's not going to be the same way that you would have it on any normal camera. You wouldn't have it on top because since you're holding it over here and the camera is a little bit elevated, you don't want to have to like look over your shoulder like this. You're going to be able to mount the monitor in front of you, so off the side of the camera, so that you just can look forward and keep it cool. So that's what pretty much makes up a shoulder rig. And if you're interested in buying any of these pieces, this is actually the whole SmallRig shoulder kit that I built myself. It doesn't come as a whole package by itself just yet, but I'll link all the individual pieces in the description below if you guys want to check it out. SmallRig is super affordable, so it could be a good first shoulder rig. Now, when would you be using a shoulder rig? Like, what kind of shot are you going to be getting? What kind of jobs are you going to use it on? Well, shoulder rigs are really good for that run and gun natural feel that adds a little bit of like hecticness, a little bit of jitteriness to it. It has that natural shake to it. However, at the same time, having a shoulder rig could be more stable than having handheld, except that nowadays a lot of cameras have IBIS and whatnot, in-body stabilization. It could be up to par with that, but it's a whole different thing, especially when it comes down to those cinema cameras, those super heavy ones that usually don't have in-body stabilization. It keeps it a little bit more stable. Shoulder rigs are one of those really natural type rigs that support run and gun, allows you to set up and move really fast, gets you high angles, low angles. It's basically handheld with a little bit more stability on the shoulders so that you can just have it, hold it, and run it for a really long time without getting too tired. This could be shot anywhere from documentaries, live performances, concerts themselves, and short films, just really anything run and gun super quick where you need to kind of follow a subject or track a subject and you don't really have too much time to set up anything big, or you just want to pack light. Shoulder rigs are really nice and they've been around for a really long time. It's probably one of the most simple setups. It's kind of like up to par with the handheld, so it's either handheld or shoulder rig, and then if you want to stabilize you have all your different options there. But shoulder rig and handheld are go hand in hand, and it really just depends on what kind of thing you're shooting. If you're trying to do a quick take, if you need a lot more jitter, it really depends on that. So shoulder rigs are still relevant and they're always going to be relevant. So if you guys were ever considering getting a shoulder rig, I really think it's a nice thing to have because honestly I felt like I've needed times where a shoulder rig really would help, because holding a Gemini gets really tiring. So I feel like if I had a shoulder rig for it, I could run it a lot longer. Anyways, that's all for today's video, guys. I hope you guys enjoyed this video on shoulder rigs. If there's any specific rigs out there that you guys are interested in, let me know in the comments below and I will see what I can do about explaining it for you. Anyways, make sure you guys hit that subscribe button, give this video a thumbs up if you liked it, and I will see you guys in the next video. Peace.